What's up, guys? Welcome to Make It Yourself and today's Review Wednesday. For today's video, we're going to talk about the modification of the 12-inch ape hangers that we did on the 95 Fat Boy. So this modification, of course, required two things. One, swap out the bars, and two was to swap out all of the cables because we were going from a 16-inch ape hanger to the 12-inch ape hanger, which is a huge difference when it comes to your cables. So let's take a look at the old cables, and then we can compare them to the new cables. All right, guys, so for reference, this is what we had on this bike. This was the clutch cable, and that's the nicer part right there. And what was visible was this crusty, sun-damaged part of the cable. And then we had other cables like this, which was the brake line. Wasn't too bad, right? Like this is, you can tell it's got some sun damage to it, but it's not bad at all. It's not terrible, I should say. And the throttle cables were fine. They actually look the same. Now, I want to do a quick side-by-side. So, I mean, just looking at it by itself, you could see how bad it was, but that's what we went from and what we went to by swapping out these cables. And as I mentioned in that video, these cables, I bought them from Hill Country Customs, and they do a lot of videos on YouTube about ape hangers, and they sell full-on kits, or if you just need a singular cable, you can buy that as well. I appreciate the fact that you can go in there and say, you know, I need a cable kit to fit a 12-inch ape hanger on my 95 Fat Boy, and they'll tell you exactly what kit you need. So super easy process, great website to use, and definitely recommend them if you're doing any type of ape hanger work. So let's talk about the bars. Let's look at what we went from and where we're at now. All right, so now we're riding with the 12-inch ape hangers, and you know, they feel great. I love the comfort that this has added to my shoulders compared to what we were riding with. And to put things in perspective so you can kind of see the difference here, these are the original bars that were on here, and you can see how much higher these sat compared to the new bars. So it's pretty significant, right? And I'll tell you, I love the look of these bars, but functionality wise for me, it just didn't work out, right? So I switched over to these 12-inch bars. These are TCMT bars, and they've got a whole line of equipment, a website, and all that kind of good stuff, so you can check them out as well. They're priced decently well. These are the lower end, in this case, of the spectrum on the cost of bars, right? So if you're looking for some of the bigger names, you're gonna pay a lot more for them. But these, I think, look great. Again, you know, no bar is gonna meet everybody's taste, so to each their own. In this particular case, I like the look of this. It works well for this bike for me. And as I had mentioned, the change in height was really helpful. What I found that I most benefited from by doing this change is control of the bike. So when I was riding with the larger bars, I always felt like, especially at slower speeds, it was a little bit more work to maneuver the bike. And while riding and cornering, it again was a little bit like, I didn't feel as comfortable. I didn't feel like I was as in control of the bike as I would like to be. And as I tried to move them forward and back to find that comfort zone for me, I struggled because when I came back with them, I felt like I was being thrown back in my seat too much, and it wasn't very comfortable. And then when I moved them forward, then it was really just really hard stretch thing. And I know folks can do it, so God bless y'all for being able to. For me, I just couldn't. So going to these, I feel much more in control of the bike at slow speeds, at any speed. So this, for me, it was the right thing. And again, it all depends on you. You know, there's a science behind it, obviously, right? Where depending on your build, your height specifically, and where your arms got to be, will give you the optimal control of your bike. And then you just got to figure out, like, how do you get to that place, but also keep things looking good for you. And I think that was what I found in this combination. So I love these bars. Ride's great. They were able to be put together relatively easy, as you saw in that video. You do have to remove the pins from the plug since this is an older bike. You didn't have the option for the smaller connectors or to plug in extensions. You actually have to pull the pins out and then use, some type of a fish line to pull it through, so that way you can get those wires through the bars. It is a little bit tougher, I'll tell you, because these got these 90-degree bends in them versus something like this where it's got nice smooth curves. So this would be a much easier application to do versus these. So it was my work was cut out for me, and plugging the pins back in wasn't an issue at all. So that was very helpful. Really, the trick, and you saw in that video, was getting them extracted. And again, God bless YouTube and the guys that are on there to show you the tips and tricks that they've learned. And all it took was some staples to be able to pull those pins out, and I didn't have to go out and buy the tool. Now, if you're going to be doing something like this on the regular, so get that tool. You'll be able to do it much quicker. You'll be more efficient at it. So therefore, at the end of the day, you'll be able to turn these things out a lot quicker. But if you're doing this one time, you're probably not going to ever do it again. Staple method works pretty good. So give it a shot. If you have a newer bike, you probably don't have to run into that same issue. So good on you on that. Other than that, like I said, enjoyed riding with these bars on it. Took a little bit and to get them adjusted just right for me. And the way I did that is I just carried the tool in my pocket, took it out for a ride, kind of felt where I was at, pulled over, adjusted the bars, went back on the road, kind of felt where I was at, made another little bit of adjustment, and now I've kind of got them dialed in to where they are the most comfortable for me and my riding style. And again, the biggest part of this was feeling in control of the bike. So that is my review for these. So again, quality of the steel braid cables, awesome. Hill Country Customs, that's the place to go. They've got all of the cables you need. And for the bars, in this particular case, TCMT, great quality bars. I don't see any problems with it. I mean, yeah, for the price, I think I paid maybe a little over $100 for these bars. They're not bad. So I mean, doesn't always have to be the name brand as long as you get good quality. And in this particular case, I don't see any problems with the quality of the bars. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up. If you enjoy my content, subscribe. We'd love to have you as part of our community to share information, to share ideas, to get feedback. And if you don't want to miss out on that next video, hit the notification bell. And until the next video, I hope to see you in the win.